Good morning, everybody. Yeah, look at that old whiskers. You should shave before you get on camera. I used to hear that a long time ago on my vlog. They would give me grooming techniques. You should pluck the hair out of your nose and your ears and your rears and make yourself presentable. I'm gonna show you my reel. My reel, I like to shave up on occasion because I'm supposed to be enjoying a simple life here. I ain't got an office to check into. Yeah, I'm supposed to be reflecting what it's like to live the simple, laid-back life. All right. Well, anyway, it's just the real me, and I like to keep it real. So let me show you a couple things here. I'm at Steel Metal Construction Supply. They got many branches around. If you're over here in the Philippines, at least in our Visayas area here, check them out. Check them out. There's other companies too, but I got this branch here near us now in Oton, and I really like it. And Miss Melinda, she took all the family up to Pasig City for one of the championship basketball games the other day, and boy, I don't know what road she had to get on, but look how dirty it got. Man, said she's gonna give it a bath today. I said, well, I gotta take the truck. So I'm here looking for some steel for my trailer project. I've got some stuff under the seat, looking for some certain wheels and tubes, and I hit it. Oh, I hope I didn't get that little, all right, there it is. Have to watch out these kiddos. All right. So for my future new boat trailer, while I'm driving by, I brought these to just begin my search looking for the proper tube for axle. And I think all this GI pipe they have, it's kind of thin. There's one right there that looks pretty good. So I'm gonna check out some of these sizes here real quick. It's got to be able to slip in here. There she is right there. Yep, got to be able to slip in there. But it's also got to be able to butt weld right in here on that. And the thing is, that GI tube, I don't know how that's going to be on welding, because that stuff really likes to burn up. So I think I may have to find something that's not GI, and I wish it was a little bit thicker wall. Yeah, I don't like that. The outside dimension's good, but it needs to be thicker. So the
like schedule 80 or something?
The hunt's gonna have to continue.
20, 40.
Yeah, the hunt's gonna have to continue. That's that
60 of that size.
Yeah, schedule 40 is what they got there. I'm gonna have to definitely go with something thicker. They got a schedule 60 there.
It is, but it's not the right size.
So here they call everything either GI or they call it ordinary. That's their two words, ordinary. Ordinary plywood, ordinary steel. And then in this, the ordinary, the just regular raw steel like at angle. So 2-inch looks like it's gonna be on the outside diameter.
Did you try the inside diameter here? How that?
Where?
Oh, right there. Oh,
Yeah, yeah. All right, well, that's all I need to know about that here. And I'm gonna see if they still have some of that 6-inch. Yep, they still got that 1/4-inch, 6-inch angle right there. I mean, not angle, channel. And that's what I'm wanting to build the trailer frame out of right there. Of course, here where I'm at, there's no galvanized available. Well, we didn't have any luck back here at the steel place. That schedule 40 is just too thin. The outside diameter is good, but the inside diameter is just too thin a gauge. I need stronger than that. So I gotta make a stop in here in City Hardware now, also in Oton, and grab a couple things there for the house. So he's testing out these light bulbs here. That's a policy they do in stores in the Philippines. And this is a different style, it looks good. It's a different style than I normally have ever bought. This kind of pancake disc like this, but I like it. I like it. And you screw that into a regular little fixture. I need to see if they got more of those in stock. What else do I need? Okay, so I need to get, wish I had another one of these light holders right here. Maybe for a single bulb. I bought one of these before, and the floodlight, I think I bought this black one, and the floodlight that's supposed to screw in it wouldn't get all the way down in there and make contact. The rubber was holding it back, like the body on the floodlight was not long enough compared to the fixture. And that was on this black one. You see how big that is? Let's check this out. So I definitely want to buy this white one, because you'll see what I'm talking about. The body on that down in there, where that socket is on this Omni right here, is very deep down in there. And so watch out about that if you're buying these outdoor fixtures. And I mean, I can see it even physically right here versus here. It's way down in there. It's made bigger, like more of the bulb's supposed to get down in there than just that end. But I'm telling you, it does not want to make contact all the way down in there. A little skinny regular light bulb will, but not the floodlights like these are actually made for. So that one there is a no bueno. Won't work, but I do need this one. So that'll be that. That's me. They still don't have any in stock. I just need some of those little regular old school screw-in fixtures that go onto a junction box, but all they got is these little things, and they had a whole bunch of the normal ones right here before, and they have not had any more stock of them. So I'm gonna have to do a little research for that. Well, now to the plumbing department. So I'm back here in the plumbing drain section. What I look for is one of these extended tubes like this. I just want to make sure it's not too small diameter. This looks smaller than what I'm looking for. It does. I'm gonna look around here a minute more and see if they got a different diameter. I think I need more of this diameter right here. 1.5. So I came here to get 1.5 inch water PVC pipe to start laying out underneath the pool, and I had a particular brand that I wanted because these, like this really bright blue like this right here, I'm not going to say no name on it. We bought some like local there at a hardware store, and the ends, as soon as we would slide together, would just split, and the pipe would break so easy. Of course, I don't want that underneath the concrete. And I remember that the best blue water pipe I got before was not shiny like that and that really rich blue. It was dull, it was thick, and it was strong. And I remember I got it here, and it was this Unidex right here. You see the color, let me back up here. You see the color's different, and it's really thick. And I've had some of that pipe for a long time that just lasts out in the sun and everything. But some of these other brands did not have quite the luck out of. So of course it's the most pricey pipe here too. Being, for instance, the Unidex $369 a piece versus like $190 for like an Emerald brand, $333 for this Blue Tech. And I don't like it just personally because you see how short this coupling end is on it. For instance, like the Emerald, which I don't really care for personally, it does have a really long place versus this short, as you see, really short. If I get it away from the camera, you can see better. So I don't like that. But that Blue Tech feels like a better grade pipe than this Emerald. But the the unit decks, not only is it good and long right in here on the joint on the coupler, you can just feel the pipe. It's a heavy grade, and I've dealt with it. It just really a difference in the quality on there. So when I found the slot here for it and asked him to pull me 12 pieces of it, he dug through here and pulled all this out, and he said there's no stock of it. They had the 2-inch, but not the 1.5 inch. And I'm like, are you sure? And he dug through here, and I said, you don't have any in the back? No, sir. You sure? Let me go check. And then he come out with 12 pieces of it. So I'll tell it again. Don't take no for an answer at these places. If they would have told me no stock, I would have just walked off if I was just the average Joe that kept my mouth shut and left here with no pipe when it would have been here the whole time. So don't get mad at them over it. Just do your due diligence and understand the culture and the things, and speak on up and ask them to go check it. Just go check. And they did. He come out smiling, happy that he got it for me, and that's that. So try your luck sometimes. You know, I've got old videos here that they literally tell me they're out of stock of a towel, and while they're going to look, I would bend over and find it right at my feet in the boxes below. So never just accept that initial out of stock. Ask them to go a little further, ask them to check the computer. I know it should be their job, but that's the way it is sometimes. All right, now I need to get some valves. Now I'm just going to show you about these valves here. I really don't want thread ends, because all of this stuff, like if I was going to put this on a pipe, for instance, I'm going to have this, which costs money. Now I could order some heavier gray ones. So I'm here in the Philippines and these are available. And then I'm going to have, for instance, this, and I'm going to have to put this onto this. So I might spend this money and this money, and right here's the potential leak. And once you glue all this in place, you're not going to be able to unscrew this anyway unless you had a union in there, which is the place for another leak. Is if you put a union, if they even have any unions here. Do you see any unions here, Cap?
Nope. Yeah, right there on top, but they're not.
Yeah, there's a small one. I don't see any big ones here unless you put a union in. And my experience with these two is they're really prone to leak. Really prone to leak.
And the quality here is they have a tendency to crack here. On the threads, whether it's female or male, and the same here. They have a tendency to split.
Yep, same as on that pipe up there. Real important to keep this stuff out of the direct sunlight. So this is all going to be buried and inside of a pump room, so the valves and stuff should stay out. But these red plastic handles right here, man, if they get sun to them, they just disintegrate. These little things here will break right off, the little wings off of it, the little handles will. Yeah, in no time. That's exactly right, Cap. And, man. So the best thing you do is find a direct glue in that just the pipe slides right in it, glues in. And I may have to order those online. This is what I'm shopping out for right now. And I'd rather just have a single handle, not these twists, because I know this won't last. There's no way I'll buy this. No way. Yeah, that's the story on that. Now while I'm here, I do want to find some couplers, and I want the same brand. So see, these are Unidex, and you can see that one's pretty rough looking. No, and watch out about them. They're mixed up, and don't just think what you picked up's the right one. Better match some numbers here, because I can see these are all different. They're not all the same brand. See, that's an emerald right there. I don't see what this one is. Is it even marked? City Hardware. Just says in-house coupling. Pipe Unidec right there, blue. So this is the Unideck brand right there. I want to get a few of them. Man, I gotta check the label on every one of them, and I'll check them again up front. That's one. That's one.
Bread, I have made I borrowed the bowl.
Oh, good.
Just clear it.
Thank you. Thank you very much,
Go
Adonis.
ahead. Yeah,
Thank you
take
for
care.
that. Take care, man. Nice gentleman we met here. Put that in my pocket. All right, so hope that'll help you out, and I'm gonna have to continue my search for some of the stuff that I need, especially when it comes to those valves. Yep. All right, on to the next thing. One more thing. The PVC pipe solvent for joining these together, I'm going to tell you, it is not made equal either. There's some of these cans of solvents, you open it up and you use it, it is just like old school tire patch glue. It even smells just like the old rubber inner tube tire patch glue, man. I mean, seriously. And it just stays gooey and rubbery, and you'll see pipes pop apart here all the time. It is more like a glue, not a solvent. And here's a good example of that. Look what these say. These say cement. They don't say solvent. They say cement. And you open that up, it smells like glue. See, PVC pipe cement. And where this one over here actually says PVC solvent, and solvent's what you want. Now, I don't buy this brand either. I don't know it. I don't use it. I buy Atlanta. So Atlanta brand's what I buy. If you can find it, it's really good. And I get the can with the brush. Ooh, it's so hot. It is hot in here. Take care, man. Whew. Well, that was half the day. Another day I've been here feeding the fish. I guess I'll show you a little bit of them there real quick. They are busy eating. Busy. Then meanwhile over here, they're mixing concrete to pour in a beam underneath this main part of the pool. And like I say, this is just a subfloor. This is not our total tie grid. So they're pouring in this beam down. Whoop, always zoomed. So here they're pouring in this beam. There's a beam coming across and some steel sticking out. They're tying it there. Now we're going to pull a whole additional grid in this thing, all in here, and we're going to pour a floor in this end before we even pour that additional grid. Well, everybody, it's the end of a work day, and at the moment I'm not recording a whole lot during the day because it's kind of mundane, you know, and I just want to cover the highlights right now. So let me cover those highlights with you. So at the moment, we're letting this beam cure. That's going to be all for the pergola here. It's just going to be an amazing place, and we really appreciate everybody that comes here and stays and supports us and supports the projects that we do and the work that we've done here, and just come say hello and be a bigger part of the family. A little bit of housekeeping. I've had people ask about my wind generator. Well, I hadn't had it up for a while, and I just tell you about the wind generator. It's not like it was brand new. I used that back in Texas. It was there on our farm, and I took it apart and I packed it in a buying box. It spun there for years there. So I got it here, I had it up there, and oh man, it was doing an amazing job, but I heard a bearing squeaking in it, and I didn't want it to just destroy itself. So I took it down. I've had so much going on, and part of it I just haven't bothered. I need to take the blades off of it. I need to bring it down to the garage, take it apart, find that bearing, replace the bearing, and get it back up there. And I plan to do that here really soon. So that's the deal with it. The thing is a real benefit, and I tell you what, we've had a lot of wind this year. Probably would have been a bigger benefit. I just don't always get everything done. I'm just enjoying my life here. It's like the world's not going to end for me without it or anything, so it just is what it is. What other housekeeping do I have? Well, I guess that's about it. People asking at the moment, you know, that's about the main thing. That is about the main thing. I'll resume on the rooms here really soon. As I said, I'm trying to grab this opportunity before rainy season comes in, to get that pool work down in there done. And I mean, I'll probably get it done just in the nick of time. So all of that's just sitting idle. We hadn't even touched none of that recently, because this other work is just so important. It really is. That'll come in due time. That's a great rainy day work right there. Great rainy day work. So the fish are doing great. Marvin caught some more exotic fish and put in there today. I didn't get to see them. I didn't know when he did it. He said he put about 15 different exotic fish. I hear some fireworks going back behind us. The shrimp are doing great. They're really getting big. The milkfish, there are a few tilapia left in there, just a few, and that's what I have. So another beautiful evening here in the Philippines, just enjoying everybody, and we'll see you on the next one.